Hi, welcome to Just Bird Tarot, your channel for celebrity readings, celebrity shorts, and personal questions.
All right, let's see what's coming up for. How does Taylor Swift, how do her parents feel about her being engaged and marrying Travis Kelce? Ooh, protect yourself. So they would like her to just protect herself and not fall in too deep. Just in case, which gives me the feeling that they have a hunch that maybe he's a playboy or something, but let's see. Oh my goodness. Challenge a difficult situation and caution careful action, of course. So they're navigating this with a tender hand, a light foot, and they just want her to be careful. That's their daughter, of course. So, what's the energy surrounding if they have spoken to Taylor about their feelings surrounding her engagement to Travis Kelce? What's that energy? Cleanse mind, body, and home. Maybe clearing the air, pick me up, feel better. I'm going to say no. They haven't expressed anything, but they may be trying to. You will find a way is resourceful. So they're trying to find a way, but it hasn't happened yet. 9-9 on the board. They secretly hope that she will not do this. What is it about Travis that they don't like? Like, what is going on? Give me the energy surrounding what it is that they don't like about this relationship for their daughter. I didn't expect this. Running on empty. He's always gone. She's always gone. Socialize or social media. Oh, they think it's all for show. Let's see. Level up to the next level. Okay, so they may think that Taylor is being a bit used by Kelce for a jump off on the social media. Doesn't he have a podcast now that he's been with her? And the most views the podcast has ever had is like when she showed up. All right, let's see. What else? How do they feel about, do they wish that Taylor was still with Joe Alwyn? How does Taylor's family feel? Do they wish that she would have stayed with Joe? Do Taylor's parents wish she would have stayed with Joe? More information, knowledge. They may just think that it would have been a smarter move for her and she should have done a little more research. Wheels in motion, taking off, a deliberate choice. So they wish that she would have gathered more information about Kelce and that she would have kept things moving with Joe, and they may not understand her deliberate choice of ending it. Do Taylor Swift's parents desire her to go backwards and date someone from her past like Joe Alwyn is? No, they're a little scattered. They don't know what they think. They just think that she needs to get away and focus on touring and stuff. They feel that she's been weakened by her love situation, and that like all of the time that she spends away, they feel that like that's why she kind of scatterbrained and weakened the knees. So that's how they feel, that it's due because she doesn't have enough time to make a proper decision. Ooh, they want to talk it out. I was going to ask what is their next move? Oh, behind the scenes manipulation, behind your back, and going within. Oh my. So they want to talk this out with her, but again, they need to come up with a way. As it was like, we'll find a way, you will find a way, well, to communicate and talk it out. But it seems like even though they want to talk it out, they're not going to say anything with withdrawing and going inward, but they might like to communicate like, hey, maybe you should take a little more time in making this decision before you actually solidify a marriage. And hey, they're not beyond, being human and manipulating her to do so. Oh my goodness. So let's just peep the energy between Kelce and Taylor. I think that they feel that right now is the time for her to really consider, like, do you really want to do this? Since he's, it's NFL time, he won't have a lot of time for her. He'll be gone 12 to 16 hours a day. He won't have much time for Taylor. So, oh, wrong way. What's the energy surrounding Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce at this time? How does Taylor feel and Travis feel toward one another at this time? Which probably not much, just because there's not a lot of time to feel right now. They're in just active motion, if you know what I'm saying there. Just romance, passion, acts of service. Oh, I love you, baby. I love you, Travis. And some flowers. We have the garden, emotional healing, growth, and single. I think they desire the passion from when before they got it. Let me tell you, it's football season, so there's probably not a lot of action going on. They like to hold their fluids in their sack. They don't like to release that, because some people think that, like, if you release your semen, you'll lose your energy on the field. Maybe he's one of those. And feeling small. Insecurity, jealousy, and criticism. Okay, somebody feels small and they may be going above and beyond, like catering to someone's needs because they're a little bit jealous and feeling insecure at this time. My goodness. They also feel like maybe somebody's got the eye on somebody else, or just having a desire to be single. What is the next move for this couple? Give me a message for like where Taylor and Travis are going as they head into the new year. Repair, healing, renewal, and rebuilding, because there's been a little bit of damage. Somebody may have been tiptoeing in somebody else's garden. Friendship, support, and community. Okay, so they've been really, someone may be rebuilding a friendship with somebody else, but they're also like just relying on their friends and their loved ones to heal while they're feeling insecure or jealous. Communication, conversations. Oh, speaking up. Here we go. The friends and family are going to speak up. Her support system is going to speak up. I feel like the family is going to speak up, and they want to repair something. And it's a show of like, we want to be in your life. We want to help you. But this is like her support system wants to speak up and communicate, have a conversation with her about how they feel about this, and like they're gonna find a way, but the parents are just like, where? I don't know. When will they find a way? Let's see. A message. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, and her parents. Now, we see his parents all over the place, at the football games and stuff with Taylor. So, I don't know about that. Maybe we'll peep the energy of them. Let's see. When will this conversation be taking place? It's the energy surrounding that. 7. All right. 1. New beginnings, positivity, progress, energy, determination, success, love, and independence. And 15. Is that a 1 or a 7? I can't tell. Is it January 15th? I'm just going to think that it's a 1. Oh, it is a 1. 1/15. Okay, January 15th. Leading position, individual, creativity, inner wisdom, harmony, vitality, kind nature, hard to upset. So they're going to take this with a gentle hand, but it's coming up January 15th is the date on that. Now, I'm just going to collect these cards and see what's coming up for... What's the energy surrounding the Kelces? How do they feel about their son being engaged to Taylor Swift? All right, so my furnace is about to go off and it will be loud. I'm going to mute my mic while I get these cards together. Haven't gone anywhere though, okay, folks? All right, folks. Well, how they feel like the past is calling. They would like him to review the past, and they are losing sleep, but they're also seeing some things from the past that may be creeping in. Maybe they desire him to go back to the past, but charge ahead, son. You know, success. They like the money aspect. They like that he's coming up off this. But there's a lot of sleepless nights. They may not be too keen on it, but it's like, hey, you're winning, and try not to make the mistakes of the past. Ooh, they want him to have babies, fertility, bountiful. They feel like this is like money in the bank for their son. I do apologize for that sound, but I mean, for the sake of not muting you for too long, I'm just gonna roll with it. Pick me up, feel better. Yeah, they do. They do hope that they have children together, but they don't feel like very good about it because they are losing sleep. And review the past of like a time when Kelce may have wanted to have children with somebody else, or just go back to your past when you were a child. Think about, I feel like this is a time like when he considered to have a child before, and they want him to go back and review that. And But celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. So his family is kind of like on board, but they still are hesitant and kind of like just think before you leap. However, just remember the times where you didn't get any sleep at night, when you weren't feeling better, or feeling good about what was to come. Feels like maybe there was a grandchild on just saying, or spoken about in the past. However, they like that he's winning, winning monies. Fierce attitude, strength. So they're strong. And then we have do the work, knowledge, more information. So get all the information. Be strong enough to gather as much information about this young woman and marriage and children and ways and means of having them before anything. So they're kind of like, they're all for it. Do what you want, son, as families should be, not like interfering, but their real feelings are just kind of like right there with them. Do the work and celebrate your success. They're for it. Let's see. What is it that the Kelces truly desire for their son and Taylor Swift? They like her. They're down with the relationship. The energy here is family. I told you they want him. They want them to have babies. Roots, family dynamics, and tradition. That's all. Like, go make some babies. How do they really feel? It's a cha-ching. That looks like a dollar bill. Anger, aggression, confrontation. All right, fight for what you want. They may have some hostility, though. Date night. Oh, fight for what you want. Socializing, quality time, and casual dating. Fight for what you want. Don't be mad. Just get out there. They definitely want them to have children, and they desire for them to fight for their love. And, there's always going to be competition, is what they're saying here. Is like, you just have to fight for what you have. Woo her. Get out there and socialize and spend quality time with her, making babies. But you have to fight for it because, like I said, there's a lot of competition for Ms. Swift's attention and Travis Kelce's. Give me just a little message from the City of Dreams, since, she has a thing for New York and other major cities around the world. Just a message concerning Taylor Swift and the parents. Both sets of parents. The crossroads, that's a decision that needs to be made. Protection, again, protection coming up. Please protect yourself. Make the right decisions for yourself, but keep the candle burning. Candle magic. Lick that lollipop. And the crossroads. So this is just letting me know that there is a decision that needs to be made, but keep the fire burning between the two of you. Make sure that you're protected, because there is a lot of competition and weirdness that comes with celebrity lifestyle. Two more. Salt bath is just letting me know more protection is needed, cleansing and clearing things out from the past. But 11:11, like attracts like, so there you go. Spiritual protection. They need to be spiritually protected, even do a little fire magic for protection as you are entering this crossroads. So the message is basically protect yourself, especially during this decision-making time. Feels like the decision is whether or not to have babies, when to have babies, when to get married, whatever. The parents, well, they like what they see. They like her. Kelce's parents really like her. And it's not that Taylor's parents don't like Kelce. They are just a little apprehensive about the person that he is and the person that he's been in his past. Maybe even her, right? Like, the person that she's been in her past. Who knows? False alarm. Ooh, could that be for a baby? Be alert to the situation and people around you. Not everything is as it seems. And 14. Redirect intense energy, deep analysis, imagination, incredible strength and creativity. This could be a false alarm for a baby on the way come, I'm going to say February 14th, just because 14 reminds me of February the 14th, but let me see if I can get a number or a date on that. 14 what? Weeks, days, years? I'm getting nothing. 14 to 23. So positive energy. Ooh, positive energy is sun's energy. Pursue passion, development, diversification, seeking direction, dream come true. Okay, the dream would be the baby, the family, and everything else. So the false alarm is a baby. I'm just going to say February because we have 5-5. Maybe it's going to be May. I'm saying February, but it could be May. Having 5-5 on the board, okay? And that's what I have. I want to pull 3 from the Rose Bell and just like, what is the hope for this situation? Like for the relationship as a whole in concerning marriage and becoming a family and uniting as one. What is the hope? Water energy, highly emotional, and someone's going to spill the tea. It's going to be he. It's the man's wish. It's a smart move for him. He wants to spill the tea. That's his podcast. We have the tea, we have the man, we have wisdom. All right, give me 2 more for the full message. Gift, look, child. He wants a gift. He wants a child. He wants to talk about it. Or a gift for Christmas, something that he's giving her for the holiday. Ooh, an accident. Whoopsie. We weren't trying for one, but maybe we create one. Anyhow, it's neither here nor there. That's what I have for Taylor and Travis. Please do consider like, comment, share, and subscribe.